One of the things that I found while I was trying to learn the names and locations of the Texas counties is that as I'm going through alphabetically, first of all, the alphabet is a key factor in helping you recite. Because as you go through, you don't have to think of the places that they are. You just think of the alphabet, as you've seen in the other videos where I've done that. But I also found that when I get into it, sometimes I stumble when I say, what is the first county that begins with that letter? So I made a game. Let's just get right into some of these games. I made a game to help me practice learning the first letter of each county. I'm going to click this thumbnail. Let's go into random order and click go. And this is in something we call teacher discussion mode, where the teacher can display this on the big screen in the classroom and ask the student, which is the first county that begins with this letter? And the answer is Sabine. By practicing, you get to where that's Sabine. In additionally, this is something even a substitute teacher could play with the student, because we also give them the answer. Sabine. Let's go to the next question. The arrow down here. What's the first county that starts with the letter L? Lamar, up next to Red River. E, Ector, down next to Crane, Ector. B, Bailey. Q, no counties begin with Q. T, Tarrant, Taylor, Terrell, Terry, and so forth. The first letter, okay? That's how that game works. I've got another game. Let's get into the next game. I click this thumbnail. Let's do random order. And this one says how many counties begin with this letter, and it asks you to name them. For E, it is 6 counties that start with the letter E. And the answer says 6. Okay, so the teacher can get that. And then the students recite Eastland, Ector, Edwards, El Paso, Ellis, Erath. You go to the next one. This is an easy. Zapata, Zavala. There are 2. This one, N, 5 start with the letter N. Nacogdoches, Navarro, and we'll show that it is in fact 5. Nacogdoches, Navarro, Newton, Nolan, Nueces. That's how that game works. Again, that's in teacher discussion. Display that on the screen and lead the students through. The other thing is, you as a teacher can't possibly be expected to know everything about everything, but you can encourage and motivate and challenge your students to be able to do this. I'm going to exit from this game and let's get into the game. And this is going to be in review mode, single player, and it asks how many counties begin with the letter A. And this is just in alphabetical order. So A, there are 8. A, B is 19, C is 28, D is 11, E is 6. And if I get it wrong, I get a red light, as you already know how this system works. 10 counties begin with F, 12 counties begin with G, H is 23, I is 1, and so forth. That's how that game works, and it's another game that helps me as I'm going through this practicing how to get through the system. The next step for me would be, after I work through those, would be to go to the blank map of Texas. I have printed a few dozen of those maps so that I can just get in with a blank map, and I take that blank map, and all you have to do is just put the first letter of each of the counties on the map. For example, let's get down to, this would be San Saba, Milan, this is Mills, Hamilton, Comanche, Brown, and so forth. But I just simply write the first letter on the map to practice. And all the things that we do are going to help you learn and review and remember and retain the information. In the next video, I'm going to show you some of the different ways that I have to practice writing those on the screen. And one of the ways I do is I simply break the map up and I put some clues in. This is probably broken into about 12 different sections. And I would put a clue in, like that would be Polk, that would be Rusk, this would be Red River, and so forth. And that helps me because knowing the placement of where the counties are compared to a county nearby helps them. And then when you get into an area where the counties don't have a lot of shape, they don't have a lot of shape, I make another map where I just sit there and practice by hand, going through and writing the letters. And I'll show you all of those in the next video. Personally, seriously, if I can do this at my age, you can do it faster and better. I have a problem with apps. I have a problem every time my phone changes settings. But all of you, it's just, I don't know how you do it. But I can do this part. I can't open a McDonald's app, but I can do this because it is that easy. Thanks for watching. I really enjoy this, and I think geography is really, really important. I've told you that in so many other videos. That's all for now. Stay tuned, because next you're going to see if I can really do this on a blank map of Texas. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.